what I know about Sarah so far is if I text her, hey, I need you to do this, she's going to do it. Okay, Chris?
Yeah.
To an extent, I feel like.
No, and listen, it doesn't have to be anything sexual or anything like that. Like I said, I don't
That's why I said to an extent.
Yeah, yes. I don't care if you wear, the religious monk outfits or what do they wear in the
that's a good
Muslimia or Islam or the what are they called?
I don't
the
want to
full
be canceled.
things with the.
I have no idea.
I know.
Hijab.
The word he just used sounded like Zootopia. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's
Muslimia.
Muslimia.
Yeah, don't think that's it. But
burqa.
Let's just say cultural Muslim wear.
Yes.
And Sarah, did you notice he said it doesn't have to be sexual?
But it can be. It can be because sex sells.
I'm saying, hey, listen, feel free.
I'm not going to
feel free, but I'm not forcing it on you.
No, yeah.
I'm not forcing it on you, but hey.
Just suggest.
I'm all about.
Hey, go nuts, but hey.
I'm all about women's choices and women's rights. Okay, you do what you want, but if you want it to be sexual, I'm not stopping you.
Broadcasting from the Sandpiper Vacation Studios. It's time for the No New Friends podcast. The podcast for adults who love to laugh at adulting. The good, the bad, and the funny.
Okay, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's showtime. It's showtime.
The No New Friends podcast is brought to you by Manscaped. For the best in below-the-waist grooming, visit manscaped.com. Use promo code NNF for 20% off. That is manscaped.com. That's right. You're listening to the No New Friends podcast, voted number 1 by our friends and family. We are the podcast for adults who like to laugh at adulting. If you'd like to connect with us on all of our social media, all of our links are right there on our website. That's nonewfriendspodcast.com. While you're there, check out our really sweet merchandise. And also, and we're going to have a brand new Pride line coming out. A really, really exciting Pride line. Yes. Chris, you're not allowed to talk until I introduce you. Is this your first episode?
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I'm so sorry.
Okay.
I just wanted to talk about how gay it's going to be.
It is going to be super gay, and we cannot wait. But while you're on our website, join our clubhouse, become a friend with benefits, watch all of these episodes as they're recording live, not just the first segment that we stream every Wednesday on Twitch. My name is Scott. I am the host. With me, everyone's favorite food truck critic, Sarah.
Hello.
And our other co-host, he uses a microwave as a beeper, the scumbag reselling hoarder himself, Chris.
I'll get you, my pretty. And your little dog, too.
Wizard of Oz.
Oh, Wizard of Oz.
I'll tell you what, that's actually Scott during sex.
And we can't forget our producer, Alex.
It's me, the guy who edits the podcast.
So this is an important time of year, Chris. Do you know what time of year it is?
I'm pretty sure Arbor Day is coming up.
Arbor Day is coming up. The Islamic faith just ended Ramadan, so that's important. I'm sure.
Oh, that's right.
Yep,
That's right.
I'm sure that Sarah
I
just
can eat again.
Yes, you can eat again after.
I'm nodding in agreement because you seem to know.
Well, Sarah just had some sort of holiday pass because it seems like there's always a Jewish holiday.
I never know that it's a Jewish holiday until somebody tells me it is.
Hashtag worst Jew ever.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I've claimed that title a long time ago.
Tell me you're not a practicing Jew without telling me you're not a practicing Jew.
She tells us.
That's true.
All the time.
Okay, listen, more importantly than Ramadan or Passover or even Lent and Easter.
Oh my gosh. Very anti-religious, anti-Semitic. Well,
right.
Go ahead.
But it's that time of year where we ask you to nominate us for Orlando Weekly's Best of Orlando competition. That's right. The ballots are now out. We're under the section Local Notables. So that's just vote.orlandoweekly.com. Go to Local Notables. And there's a couple categories that we wish that you would nominate us for. Okay. Best Local Podcast, No New Friends Podcast. Biggest Big Shot that's not a politician, Mary Reedy. Okay. And this year's submission for Best Local OnlyFans. We have to think of a fun name, but No New Friends Ladies Edition.
No New Friends Ladies Edition. Explain. What kind of content are we getting?
I don't care what. We just need to make the account active. And that way, like when it gets nominated, it's there. It's there. And it's just a link to our website. I don't care.
It's very catchy.
Right?
It's very catchy.
It is.
Yeah. Listen, we'll cut this. We'll cut this because I do want the element of surprise to be. But just between you, me, and I don't know who I'm directing this at. So between the three of us and all of our Twitch chat and anybody who watches this Twitch live over again, I think we should have a video behind a paywall that says a nerdy girl playing with a Hispanic's lightsaber, and all it's going to be is Sarah literally just erecting Lewis's literal lightsaber. His literal like raised lightsaber that he got at Galaxy's Edge. And it's gonna be like a 3-second video, just like the can opening video you put on YouTube Shorts, Scott.
Yeah.
You opening a Diet Coke.
Yeah.
We're gonna do that. Just her, it's just gonna be Sarah. And Sarah, you're gonna be dressed in something that's very non-promiscuous.
Yeah,
like it's gonna be like a hoodie.
Like a
sweatpants.
New Hope Princess
Absolutely.
Leia. A New Hope Princess Leia.
Yes.
With like the whole robe.
white-
Yeah. The whole robe.
Yeah.
I saw that today. It was pointed out to me. So I don't know if that was a hint or not, but I know.
Interesting.
Maybe,
Boy,
yeah.
it's like 13 lightsabers to choose from.
Oh.
So any hilt,
That's 13 videos.
That's 13
That's
videos, different
right.
colors. And then
Content.
you can get your sister-in-law,
Dark lightsaber.
and it can be, because she wants to do the gay kind of content, which is perfect.
I see that.
So it can be two women handling
Oh my gosh.
I don't know what we call it, the Latino lightsaber.
Oh my God, we're up to 14. We actually bought one today. So
14
Oh,
videos.
perfect.
We can do that.
Perfect.
So I'm going to
We
need you
can
to
do
get
this.
started on this, okay? But make sure you put the No New Friends
Okay.
logo on it. And then, listen, I don't even care if you blur out your faces. Blur out your faces. It's fine. Just all press is good press.
Yeah, no one will know it's you. Three-way lightsaber battle. I don't.
I love it. And we could say it's not gay if it's in a 3-way. And that's when Lewis comes in and
God,
plays
I
with the
love
lightsaber.
this. Yes. Latino man polishing his lightsaber. So I gotta keep saying Latino because it's a good draw.
Yeah, it is.
It's a good draw.
yeah,
Because listen, Caucasian man polishing lightsaber, you're gonna need to like zoom. You're gonna need to like.
it
on
doesn't
the
sound
bifocals.
exotic enough.
No, kind of sounds racist. But Latino man, I'd watch it.
Yeah.
I will. Even though I know what it's going to be, I will still watch it, just hoping that it like so when you watch Titanic, you're like, oh, they got to miss the iceberg this time, right?
Right.
Because they're going to hit the iceberg. So it's like me. I'm gonna pay for this video. I know that it's just a regular lightsaber, but I'm just gonna hope that maybe you slipped up. Just maybe you slipped up.
Listen, I'm on board. And here's the thing. What I know about Sarah so far is if I text her, hey, I need you to do this, she's going to do it. Okay, Chris.
Yeah.
To an extent, I feel like.
No, and listen, it doesn't have to be anything sexual or anything like that. Like I said, I don't
That's
care.
why I said to an extent.
Yeah,
yes.
I don't care if you wear, the religious monk outfits or what do they wear in the
that's a good look.
Muslimia or Islam or the what are they called?
I don't
the
want
full
to be canceled.
things with the
I have no idea.
I know.
Hijab. No. Oh,
The
gosh.
word he just used sounded like Zootopia. Oh my God.
yeah,
It's a
Muslimia.
Muslimia.
Yeah, don't think that's it. But
Burqa.
let's just say
burqa.
cultural Muslim wear. Yes.
Yes.
And Sarah, did you notice he said it doesn't have to be sexual?
But it can be. It can be because sex sells.
I'm saying, hey, listen, feel free.
I'm not going to
Feel free,
stop
but I'm not
you.
forcing it on you.
No, yeah.
I'm not forcing it on you, but hey.
Just suggest.
I'm all about.
Hey, go nuts, but hey.
I'm all about women's choices and women's rights. Okay, you do what you want, but if you want it to be sexual, I'm not stopping you.
I'm for women's rights, but listen, when I tell you to do something, just do it. All right.
Hashtag content.
Yeah, exactly. Sarah's learning.
You get it.
Now,
I get it.
so Chris, this is how I know she's going to do it, right? Okay, so Sarah and Lewis,
Because you're blackmailing her into doing it.
yes, Sarah and Lewis met me at my place of business today for breakfast. They had breakfast today before they headed on to their next daily activity. And we were talking about, because I've said this before, I work in a very large resort, and we talked about Sarah's career path.
Scott, it's a house. It's a house. You don't
my
work
house.
here at home.
Well, listen, you're the one that doesn't work here. So
To Ryan, it's a resort. To us, it's just a house.
Yeah. So we're talking about Sarah's career path, and I'm like, you know what, you should come work here. And she's like, I've been thinking about it. And I said, well, what do you think? Do you think in leadership or serving? And she's like, leadership. And I said, I want you to rethink this for a second. I said, you could make just as much money serving part-time than you can in leadership. And if you're full-time, like, that's big money serving here as opposed to leadership. And she's like, oh yeah, that's a really good idea. And then this is the kicker. And then I said, Plus, I'm really concerned about you getting into leadership here because it's not breakfast only, and I can't have you missing recordings.
Yes.
To which her response was,
I already knew that was going to be the case. I have purposely been making it a point to keep on the same schedule because I just can't disappoint Scott, you know?
I know it's well, listen, how long have you been here, Sarah?
I don't even know.
A couple months. It gets easier.
Yeah.
It gets easier.
Oh, she's already getting better at not responding to text messages. So welcome to the group.
It's easy.
But
I just wait until somebody else responds and then just add my 2 cents in there.
Well, yeah.
You just wait for someone to respond. So like never.
That's the smart thing when it comes to like, I'm asking opinions, to just kind of wait to see what someone else says and then jump in. But some of the times I'm just left hanging. I put a funny meme in there and just nothing. And I'm like, I guess I'm not as funny as I thought.
Yeah, I know. Funny is like in the eye of the beholder, Scott.
So anyway, vote.orlandoweekly.com. And
that's right. Yeah, vote for us, please.
That was the whole thing. And Sarah's dedication. And you know what's funny is every time I throw an idea at her for a segment, she's like, hey, whatever. I'm here to help. I'm here to do whatever. You tell me what.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We're working on it.
Yeah. No need to force anything. She's willing to not go into leadership at a certain company just so that she can work nights.
Yeah, me not so much.
I will do quite anything to not work nights again. I'm asleep usually. This is my late night doing this.
This is your late night.
How old are you, Sarah?
29. Which
29,
my husband
okay,
had to remind me of that today because I kept trying to do math and he's like, babe, it's not adding up right. You're missing a year there. So I'm in denial, actually, is what it is.
So I'm 27. I'm turning 28 in a month. When does it hit? Okay, so I feel like it's starting to hit me now, but when does it really hit you of like that you need a bedtime thing? Because like I stayed up till 1:30 last night and I felt like I should be dead today.
Right. Like when I started working 4 hours after you went to bed last night. You know, when you're getting to work at 5:30 in the morning, it's like, okay, I'm going to sleep at 8.
And I think that's it.
So you need to.
I think it all depends on what time you're waking up. Because
right.
Absolutely.
So you need to work. So then it would never be a problem.
Yeah, it's never going to be a problem.
I can just
do whatever.
Okay.
Do whatever.
Right, so it'll be a manageable problem. Once I have a kid, it still won't be a problem.
Right.
You wait until they go to bed. You wait until they go to bed. Like 8:30 around these parts, okay? And then
taking notes.
And then, game on for half an hour and then I'm out.
Whoa, what's game on mean? Does that mean Netflix?
No.
And Netflix and chill with my husband.
Speaking of Netflix and chill and different activities with her husband. Okay, so they are in my restaurant, right? And I see that look. I see that look that a couple gives to each other when they're like, do you want to go find someplace? And I even said, I was like, do I need to leave you two alone for a minute? Because I saw the look. Chris, you know that look, right?
I think I use that look in 2 different scenarios. It must be.
Oh, really?
But I mean, if that's what you saw, then
I definitely saw
absolutely.
that look.
Absolutely.
That's
I won't deny it.
Yeah, it was funny. And I tried to start arguments. It didn't work.
No, it's impossible. Mission impossible. We'll get it one day. But when we're gonna have to figure out like what's gonna be a touchy subject for them. We'll have to. I'm gonna have to like study these episodes.
I know.
Start studying Nerd Archive and study this one.
When she starts her OnlyFans page, that'll be
literally the first thing that Scott said. Pretty much was, "Oh, you're the same side of the booth."
Oh yeah. So they're set up at opposite, or like across from each other, and I'm watching this as it unfolds. They move stuff and I'm like, "Yep, I knew you were going to be those people, the same side of the booth people."
I made the mistake of getting in on the wrong side of the booth in the first place.
What does that mean? What's the wrong side of the booth mean?
So Lewis likes to sit on the side of the table or booth that he can see the front door. So if anything were to ever happen, for whatever reason, he can see the front door.
So he can protect her.
Right. I want to be protected. Hell.
Here's what's funny, too, Chris. Sarah's backpack gets its own seat on the booth.
Have you seen the backpacks?
They're huge.
They should.
This thing was huge. But she like climbed over the table to set it down, buckle it with a seatbelt. And I'm like, Sarah, this is a classy restaurant. What are you doing? She's like climbing. I thought she was going to like go dance or something on the table. She's climbing over this table to secure the backpack.
Listen,
safely.
This is a very expensive backpack that had to be secured. It can't be squished. It can't be disfigured. I could sell it for a lot of money. Chris, you should understand this.
I understand.
Right,
understand it.
exactly.
I get it now. Don't make fun of her, Scott. I get it.
Okay, my bad.
No, it's absolutely true. I mean, the amount of money I spend on it versus what I could sell it for.
Yeah, you wouldn't know the meaning of spending your own money on something, Scott. Okay.
Very, very true. Very, very, very true. All right. So when we come back from break, I don't know what we're going to be talking about, but I'm sure it's going to be funny. Do not forget to check out No New Friends After Dark this Wednesday, and I guarantee this Wednesday is going to be a really, really good episode. We really tackle some serious topics on the Wednesday night show, and this Wednesday is very, very important to all of us on this show, so please check that out. We'll be right back.
There are 3 things that I hate in life: taxes, nausea, and booking vacations. The first 2 I'm stuck with, but for the third, I use Sandpiper Vacations. Sandpiper Vacations is a small business that is LGBTQ+ owned and operated with travel advisors all over the country. Whether it's a cruise, a trip to a theme park, or an all-inclusive resort, Sandpiper has you covered. Oh, and I forgot to mention, it's free. Why book a vacation when you can have someone else do it for you? That's like choosing to take the stairs in a building that has an elevator. Leave the headaches of booking a vacation to someone else. Get your quote today at www.sandpipervacations.com and tell them that the No New Friends podcast sent you.
Hey, everybody. Why don't you give the old Black Lincoln Collective podcast a listen? We're funny, we're fat, and we're here 24/7 at blcpodcast.com. Anytime you want to listen, anywhere, all your favorite podcast apps. Of course, we have a YouTube channel where you can stream live with the show. Check out our shorts. We're funnier the less you hear of us. That's been a Black Lincoln Collective podcast at blcpodcast.com.
Psst. Hey, you want to join a cult? Well, this might be your lucky day. For just $2 a month and a simple blood oath, you can join our clubhouse and become a friend with benefits. In addition to the amazing feeling of donating to the poor, you will have access to Patreon exclusive content, live shows, and maybe even a behind-the-scenes look at my secret stash. To get started, head on over to nonewfriendspodcast.com and hit join our clubhouse. Can't wait to see you at the initiation ceremony. Oh, and in the chat during our live shows, of course.
Hey, this is Craig Brooks with Tasty Trivia, and you're listening to the No New Friends podcast.
Welcome back to the No New Friends podcast. Don't forget to check us out on NNF After Dark. We have some serious, hard-hitting topics. It's a great show. Don't forget to check that out. That's every Wednesday night around 9 o'clock, but tonight it came out at 7. So, or last week it came out at 7. So, anyway, check that out. Chris, I understand you started a new hobby.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. Hobby's a strong word, Scott. It's a new activity, I guess you'd say, and it's not something that I really wanted to talk about tonight. So I'm actually not too happy you brought it up. I started going to the gym, Scott.
Oh.
I went by the gym yesterday, and I'm pretty sore today.
You know why I started going to the gym, Scott?
Yeah, I just drove by it.
Whoa, sorry, PTSD. Drive by something totally different up here. So, do you know why I started going to the gym, Scott?
Because...
Spoiler alert, you.
Oh.
Spoiler alert, you. It's you and all of our Patreon members who won't stop with the fat jokes. I look at the mirror. I get up in the morning, and the first thing I do is look in the mirror, and all I do is hear Ryan's voice in my head calling me fat. I go to the bathroom. I'm brushing my teeth. I go down to spit in the sink. I look up. I see Scott. I don't even see me anymore. I see Scott. I'm obese.
And
I am fat,
Sarah,
and my wife is about to leave me.
Sarah, he sees me because he put a motivational picture of me up in the mirror so that he never looks exactly like that. That's why he sees
A
me.
solid 8x10 of Scott.
Just this is what I don't want to become.
That's actually on my ceiling. It's actually on my ceiling because every time I'm like,
it's really awkward when you're on top.
You last longer. So I started going to the gym 2 days ago. Today is Wednesday. I started on Monday. I went Tuesday, and today I'm resting. You know, God made the earth in 7 days, and on the 8th day he rested. Something like
or
that.
six.
Might have been 6 days.
6 days on
yeah,
the seventh day.
I think it took him
resting.
6 days. So what I'm trying to say is it's a lot of work to rebuild from nothing. And I guess God's 6 days is equivalent to like me's 2 days. Like, you know, a collective 2.5 hours at the gym would be, six days in God years. So I'm tired, man. I wish I was exaggerating, but it was hard for me to walk today. So much so that I just stayed home. I laid in bed today.
It's hard for Sarah to walk on some days, but completely different reason. It's with all the intercourse. Her and her husband. Costco. A lot of Costco trips there.
I called in
saw
sick
the
today.
look.
I saw the look. In fact, the CEO of Costco's is calling the Sarah family because he wants to change the name to just Avila's Costco. In fact,
Spanish,
right outside
actually.
their house, it says "Welcome to Costco," and it's just a big, group orgy. Well, no, it's not a group orgy; it's just them. I don't know why I took it there. Listen, if you don't know what we're talking about,
something I don't. Scott?
I don't know. I don't know where I'm going.
Oh
we were talking about Chris being fat, and then I started talking about group sex at the Avilas. I'm sorry, not what I meant. Continue, Chris.
Wow. So this was supposed to be like a really heartfelt thing, saying that I'm trying to better myself, and we just turned it into like an orgy jokes and stuff. I'm going to take a little time away from the podcast and regroup and come back.
See you next week.
Okay, deuces, Sarah, and you and I got this, right?
Oh, sure. I've got kids.
So, hey guys, welcome back to the No New Friends podcast. We actually edited out the 3 hours it took me to regroup and come back to the podcast. It was a really tough 3 hours for me, mostly because it was hard for me to walk to the computer because of how bad my legs hurt.
It's hard for Sarah to walk too, but that's just because of all the Costco.
And we'll be right back. So I go to the. So you know what's sad? The saddest part about being me is like when I tell these jokes, I'm not telling jokes. I'm just saying what I did this week. So it's like it's really sad. Like today is my rest day. Like I needed to like my friend. I started going with a friend to the gym, and after the first day it was
real
enough.
quick. I'm sorry. I've got questions. You said that's the saddest thing about you.
Yes.
Maybe would you think that you having to use a step stool to get to wash your hands, wouldn't that be one of the saddest things? Or the fact that you're an underdeveloped 12-year-old looking child? Maybe that's the saddest thing. I don't know.
You grow numb to that stuff, kind of.
I have to use a step stool.
Thank you. Oh wow.
Well, yeah, but that's adorable.
So it's 2 against 1.
That's adorable, though.
It's 2 against 1.
Yeah.
I use my squatty potty to wash my my hands. It's not embarrassing. It's not embarrassing. Normalize that. You grow kind of numb to that, Scott. All this is kind of new because I haven't gotten bullied for a very long time, and again, very long time in Chris here's like 3 months. So it's been a nice 3 months, and then I just all of a sudden everyone's ganging up on me, and so I was like, I have to make a change, and by making a change, I meant going to the gym. And you think, wow, you just go to the gym, it's free? No. I signed up 6 months ago. I haven't gone yet, but I did sign up 6 months ago. I kid you not. This is not like that's the sad part. These are not jokes.
You remind me of Star-Lord Chris Pratt in Infinity War when he's like, okay, you guys have inspired me. I'm going to make some changes. When they're all drooling over almost dead Thor. And calling him fat. Anyway,
it was way more depressing for me, but I'm glad you got a laugh out of it. So I did sign up 6 months ago at Planet Fitness, And I didn't go. And at first I felt bad. It's like, man, they're charging me $25 a month. I'm not even going. And then I learned their business model is actually to sell more memberships than people that go. So I was like, okay, I'm just helping support their business model. Like, I don't feel that bad anymore. Like I'm growing the economy. It helps literally everybody. Like my $25 a month is a sacrifice that I'm willing to make so that Planet Fitness can stay in business.
Wait, why are you paying $25? I thought it was like $9.99 because they were specifically $9.99.
That's for the black card.
You have the black card.
I have the black card.
For what purpose?
Man,
fancy stuff.
Premium.
Listen, if you're gonna sign the membership and never go, do the $9.90. Okay, my bad.
No, I'm not.
I thought maybe Jersey was like a
whip
third
out
world
your
country, and the
come on,
currency
man. Come on.
exchange was different.
Come on, when you whip out your wife's platinum credit card, your platinum Amex, that's how I feel when I scan my black card. So I'm like, I pull out my black card and I like accidentally drop my phone. Oops, and then my like it shows I'm a black card member, and all these people are like, oh wow, this guy's a black card member. So that's why I do that, and I also get the free tans and stuff. So I might go tanning.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's something I've never heard of.
Yeah, no, Sarah has no idea.
So the most embarrassing thing was I go to the gym on Monday for the first time. And I scan the thing. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I hope I don't get this welcome package. And spoiler alert, I got the welcome package.
Speaking of speaking of welcome packages, your welcome package cleanly shaven? If not, check out Manscaped and get the Lawnmower 4.0. That's what I use to keep my package, my surprise package, my welcome package, nice and cleanly shaven. Use promo code NNF for 20% off your purchase. That's manscaped.com.
Actually, now that you brought that up, I actually did get my Lawnmower 4.0 in the other day.
Yours is much cooler. It's got different color lights.
Mine's so damn cool. It's the testicular cancer limited edition one. So I don't think it causes testicular cancer.
No.
I think it's just like it
supports it.
Supports it. It's like, so you're supporting testicular cancer. So if you're in support of testicular cancer, you're definitely going to want to buy this.
Yeah.
Wait.
So
why would you support testicular?
No, you don't.
How'd you support a cancer?
No, you don't support the cancer. You support the cause.
Or fundraising for the cancer?
No, you're fundraising to beat the cancer.
Okay. I have to read the instructions still, so maybe that could be it. That could be
Sarah,
it.
the reason why
I just got it because it was purple.
Yeah, the reason why I know that he's got colorful lights is we FaceTime each other as we're cleaning the balls area.
Oh, interesting.
In the dark too, because it has a little LED light on it, so you can see. And you know what? I saw that LED light and I was like, this is ridiculous. And then I used it and it was life changing. And
I wish that would help me see over my belly,
changing.
But the light doesn't help.
Yeah,
I need the mirror.
Sorry. Scott had the side view mirror attachment for the for the Lawnmower 4.0. Mine, I did get it because it was purple because I thought it would make me look more like Black Panther.
I have the little crop shaver.
Yeah, the crop shears. Yes.
Oh,
Do you and Mary FaceTime each other?
Yeah. Anyways, fantastic.
Well, good.
Yeah, good.
Fantastic.
Good products. Emily heard me screaming Wakanda Forever from the bathroom. And it was because I was using the purple Manscaped Lawnmower 4.0. And guess what? I whacked myself pretty hard on that thing. No nicking.
No, I did the Wakanda Forever salute with it because it's purple. Yeah.
And yeah, no nicks whatsoever.
I definitely whacked pretty hard, but not.
Is it really a salute though?
The way I do it is. Yeah,
oh, okay.
The way I do it. I have my own way in doing it. Yeah, I put my own little spin on it. So anyway, we're talking about how fat I am. So I go to the gym and I scan my thing and I'm like, oh, thank goodness. Like, I just start walking away. I'm like, oh, Christopher, because I sign up under Christopher. It's my legal name. Don't make fun of me. It's my legal name. Like, oh, Christopher, can you come back here?
Christopher Robin. Christopher Robin.
I don't understand why. Like, you see this person's name is Christopher. Like, just call him Chris. Like, no one's called him Christopher unless you're my mom or like my grandmother
or now the Patreon members.
Yeah. Don't call me Chris. Just call me Chris. You can shorten it. It's not offensive. But everything's PC these days, so I guess they have to do it. So anyway, they say, Christopher, come back here. I'm like, oh my gosh. It's like, we got to take your picture. So I'm standing in front of this computer screen, and the guy's taking a picture. And like, what do I do? Smile? Like, do I smile for this? Do I keep a straight face? I thought of it, like I made my decision I didn't commit. I made my decision way too long, and it was a half smile. So I look like Jeffrey Dahmer's mugshot. Like so my picture is now like it's just a sinister looking thing. Like it looks like I'm going to the gym to hunt people down. It doesn't look like I'm there to work out. My picture, my profile picture for Planet Fitness. So if anyone is ever suspected of murder there, they're gonna look at the photos that were taken and they're just gonna pick me out, which is horrible news. They're like, it's the fat guy with the weird smile that killed this person. So that sucked. And then they give me a t-shirt, a brochure. They give me a little goodie bag which has candy in it. Figure that one out. It has candy in it. They have a little bowl up front with Tootsie Rolls.
Because the longer it takes you to lose weight, the more you're going to keep going in.
I paid for 2 black cards for months. I never got a t-shirt. I never got a goodie bag.
Oh, yeah.
But they did take my awkward picture, which is
the awkward
not
horrible.
top priority in this situation.
It's horrible. And then, first of all, they're giving me a t-shirt I'm never going to wear.
Right.
Never.
Right. Listen.
They give you the Planet Fitness shirt, which you're never going to wear, because you're not going to wear the Planet Fitness shirt to Planet Fitness, because then you're a tryhard. As soon as you walk in, that lunk alarm goes off if you're wearing the Planet Fitness shirt to Planet Fitness, right? That's like when you buy a shirt from Target and you accidentally wear it when you're at Target again.
Oh.
Like, oh, damn it. Like, this sucks. This sucks. So that's the wearing the Planet Fitness shirt to Planet Fitness, right? You're not going to wear it out because then people think you're poor. Because, this guy can only afford Planet Fitness. This guy's not going to LA Fitness. This jabroni's going to Planet Fitness. He just knows you're inexperienced and poor. And then they give you the Tootsie Rolls, which is degrading because I ate them while I was working out. I was in between sets, I was eating the Tootsie Rolls.
I usually wear
wearing my Planet Fitness shirt.
I wear a hot dog eating contest champion shirt when I go to Planet Fitness. And when I say I go to Planet Fitness, I pay the money just to watch.
And Scott, I know a lot of sometimes we exaggerate on this podcast.
Never.
This is not an exaggeration. On Monday, I wore a Shady Maple buffet shirt to the gym, which is a big Dutch smorgasbord buffet. And I didn't even realize, it's just part of my culture now, I think. And but the icing on the cake was they give you the shirt.
You're not allowed to say cake at
Planet
Fitness. Can't say cake.
No, actually, well, listen, no judgment zone, first of all. They give me the brochure, and on there's Pizza Fridays. You go to the gym.
No.
And yes, Pizza Fridays.
Is it like cauliflower pizza? Like the gluten-free?
From Domino's.
No.
It's Domino's pizza.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You get pizza on Fridays.
This is my type of gym.
And, I mean, why do you think I joined?
They put a bar in there. I'm set.
This is totally, wasn't even going to bring this up, but I just remembered it because they're it's a text message from my friend. I got to read this text message from my friend. He goes, I won't name him. He says, he just texted me out of the blue today. Planet Fitness really needs a tiny bit of judgment because their slogan is no judgment zone. Right. It's like they need a tiny bit of judgment, just a touch. Some people are getting away with way too much. I was like, what's going on? He goes, the soul woman just straight up crop top with crops all out for everyone to see. So I text what was my text back? I said, let her know that if she uses promo code MMF on manscaped.com, she can get 25% off. And that will then go away. Yeah. So Planet Fitness, I feel at home because I am one of the least strange looking people there. There's a lot of creatures that go there. There's a lot of really fit people. Then there's a lot of really out of shape people like myself. And, I don't think I'll ever go back, but it was a really good 2 days, and it was a really good. I grew a lot in these last 2 days, and I did just send the text message to my friend saying I'm never going back. The gym partner you thought you had is dead. Icy Hot didn't even do anything for me. I put the Icy Hot on 6 times today, and nothing. I swallowed some because I thought maybe I need to ingest this. Nothing worked. Nothing worked.
Oh boy,
it was delicious though. I will be putting that on my pizza on Pizza Friday this week on Fitness.
There you go, some Icy Hot on the pizza. I love it. All right, you guys ready to get to our phone call from Sophisticated Gentlemen this week?
Absolutely.
Yes.
If you would like to leave us a voicemail, just give us a call 407-906-0543. If we like it, we'll play it on air, and then also you can send us an email and we can read that on air. That's no new friends podcast @yahoo.com. All right, here he is, the Sophisticated Gentleman.
Alrighty, so I'm here outside of a McDonald's in my car. You might be wondering why I didn't go inside the McDonald's. Honestly, I'm assuming no one there would care that I'm recording a voicemail, but 2 big reasons. first off, I try to avoid going inside McDonald's when I can. And secondly, I'm a little bit concerned about this recording here. So, you guys remember those like really old McDonald's characters?
Yeah, Grimace and Hamburglar.
Scott?
Yeah, I thought so. Well, you guys reminded me a little bit of some of them, so I've started to do some research. For whatever reason, Chris really reminds me of the Hamburglar. Like, a lot. I'm not really sure why. Maybe it's because it's like it's a little kid running around trying to take stuff. Maybe he's trying to resell it. I don't really know. But Chris reminds me of the Hamburglar. There's Scott and Grimace. I don't really remember any of the other characters, but I'm probably going to take it pretty easy roasting Mary this week because she did have that wonderful idea to give me a gift card, and I'm going to take it pretty easy roasting Sarah too because Sarah's always super chill. Wonder why.
Yeah.
So, my research led me to the McDonald's Wikipedia. I found the Grimace page. It's very intriguing. It describes him as a large, purple, chicken nugget being of indeterminate species with short arms and legs. It also says that he ascends to deity status and becomes a destroyer of worlds. He works with Kim Jong-il. And there's some really intriguing fun facts about him. Apparently, he disappears after dancing to Ram Jam's 1977 classic Black Betty.
Oh, good one.
In addition to that, we've got this wonderful fact. Apparently, word for word here, like Sunday, he should get learned to do animal sound effects. I'm not entirely sure what that means, but take that as you will. The most unfortunate thing that I found as I was Googling, apparently somebody has written some fan fiction about Grimace. I hate that I found this, and now I'm going to share it with you so that I'm not alone here. Some lovely quotes are, I may not be a chicken, but I've got some spicy McNuggets for you to eat. There's also something about Grimace's violet-hued lips. This is called 50 Shades of Grimace. I hate this. I hate this so much. Yeah. I don't really have any more clever jokes because I am now scarred for life. Hashtag content, I suppose. Mary's probably looking at the camera, mouth agape, like normal. I don't know how this is going to be on Glacier FM. Anyways, Scott beat Pat Sajak in a fight.
The fact that like you could tell that he was like genuinely just he was mortified by what he was reading. That was so funny.
He asked if Scott could beat Pat Sajak in a fight. I think
the
so.
the only game show host that you could beat in a fight, Scott, would be Alex Trebek.
Because he's super dead.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Or because he's Canadian.
Soon.
Oh.
Ouch.
Wow, actually a little bit of both. A little bit of both, actually.
So there we go.
That's a good combo for you.
All right. You're listening to the No New Friends podcast. When we return, we've got so much to get to still. Jersey Man, Florida Man, Chris's Cliff Notes, and I've become a spitter. We'll be right back.
Picture it, St. Augustine, Florida, 2022. You're on the Night Watchman Ghost Tour with all of your ghoul friends. The air grows colder, you turn the corner, and there she is, Ghost Mary. Okay, you probably won't run into Ghost Mary. You may see a ghost named Mary. I'm not really 100% sure, but the tour guides for the Night Watchman Ghost Tour from See America Tours do know it is the only 4D ghost tour in St. Augustine. So if you have ever wondered what a ghost smells like, well, now is your chance. And right now they have a scary good deal going on. Enter the promo code NNF as in No New Friends and receive 25% off your Night Watchman Ghost Tour. So visit them at seeamericatours.net. That is SEE americatours.net. Okay, bye.
Hey there, Scott here. You all know I like to spend time wandering the neighborhood on my big wheels or hanging out at the park with my fedora and my Bud Light. So I don't have time to clean my own house. That's why I've been using I Believe services for the past 6-7 years, and they're the best in commercial and residential cleaning. They're also doing carpet shampooing at such a reasonable price. Just check them out. That's ibelieveservices.us. Give them a call, 407-928-4595, and tell them that the No New Friends podcast sent you. If you'd like to hear all of our episodes, all of our past episodes, just visit our website, nonewfriendspodcast.com. All of our links to all of our old episodes are there. If you didn't understand an inside joke or just wanted to re-listen to something, just check it out. It's nonewfriendspodcast.com, or you can check us out on all streaming platforms.
Hi, this is comedian Miguel Colon, and you're listening to the No New Friends podcast.
Welcome back to the No New Friends podcast. As we mentioned at the very beginning of the show, don't forget to vote for us. Vote.orlandoweekly.com under the category Local Notables, Best Local Podcast. Vote for us, No New Friends podcast. Vote for Mary Reedy for Biggest Big Shot That's Not a Politician. And vote for, what do we call it? No New Friends Ladies Edition. What do we call it? I don't know. Vote for Sarah for Best Local Friends.
Yes,
something like that.
Great.
I don't know. Go back to the beginning. Something with No New Friends Sarah. NNF Sarah. There we go. That's your OnlyFans.
Oh.
NNF Sarah Ladies Edition.
There we go. That
Perfect.
works.
Someone write that down and remind me.
Short and sweet. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So real quick, I've got a question for you guys.
Scott. Sorry to interrupt, but before you get to segment 3.
Yeah.
I thought it would be a good time to bring you my history on Planet Fitness.
Go ahead, Alex.
The word history comes from ancient Greece, first used by Aristotle. Historians seek knowledge of the past using historical sources. I use Google. This is The Hiz with Alex. Planet Fitness was founded by Michael and Mark Grundahl. They previously had acquired a Gold's Gym in 1992 in Dover, New Hampshire. They would later close the gym and attempt to open their own gym, named Coastal Fitness. Michael and Mark brought on a third party named Chris Rondeau. During this time, Rick Burks opened Planet Fitness in 1993 in Sunrise, Florida, which he quickly expanded to 3 total gyms. Burks stated that he wanted to steer away from the weightlifting gym goers. He wanted a fitness hub for everyday people. Rondeau and the Grundahl siblings also wanted their Coastal Fitness to serve a much larger segment of the population, and in 2002, they purchased the rights to the name Planet Fitness from Rick Burks. They then renamed their franchise in New Hampshire. The new Planet Fitness franchise became known as a judgment-free zone in order to lure in not-so-common gym goers instead of bodybuilders. This model proved to be very valuable since research showed only half of the gym's members actually used the gym. 2003, Planet Fitness became open to franchising, which cost an initial fee of $20,000, with a development fee of $10,000. The royalty fee to the company was 7% of the total monthly gross and annual membership fees. In 2010, Planet Fitness was listed in Men's Health magazine as the worst gym in America. To change the public perception of the company, Planet Fitness became the sponsor of the NBC reality show The Biggest Loser, which aired in 2012. In 2013, TSG Consumer Partners LLC became an equity partner in the business franchise, and Michael Grundahl stepped down as CEO to be replaced by Chris Rondeau. In 2015, the company went public and had its first international locations in Canada and Dominican Republic. By 2016, Planet Fitness was listed as the number 4 franchise in Forbes' ranking of franchises. Planet Fitness currently has over 2,000 locations around the world, with 17 million members. It generated a revenue of over $900 million at the end of 2022 and is the largest fitness club in the world. All right, Scott, you can do whatever you do.
Okay, so anyway, as I was saying, we talk a lot on this show about awkward encounters and just different awkward encounters that I run into. I'm a pretty good speaker, okay? I've got a good voice. I like to read in front of people, like out loud. I like to talk to people. I have no problem with communication. Lately, I don't know what it is. I've been, when you have that little spit come out, like it just, but it wasn't like, it wasn't just like a little, it was like the snake. Like, when you put your tongue at the top of the mouth and it snakes, like that's what it is. And I'm talking.
Just gleeked all over
That's the word.
Yeah. Gleek. Gleek?
Yeah,
gleek.
Okay.
You're a squirter, Scott.
I am a squirter. I am
it's you wear it as a badge of honor, really. You shouldn't be embarrassed by that. Not a small percentage of the population can do that.
Well, it happened yesterday. I was in a class and we're going around the table. And by the way, I was in like this weird princess room and I immediately texted Ryan. I said, yeah, they put me in the princess room. And he's like, are they not aware of your history with other princesses?
That's why you started gleeking.
Right. You're probably right. It's probably connected. So as soon as I start talking, like everybody else has like thoughtful things to say, I start talking like I gleek. And it was, I couldn't avoid it. I had to say, I'm sorry. I'm like, oh my God, I'm sorry. So like I doubled down on the embarrassment. Because it's like, if I don't acknowledge it, then they're like, oh my God, he is so socially unaware. So I have to acknowledge it.
I know.
They're thinking about it regardless.
Right. Exactly. So I might as well acknowledge it. Sarah, are you a spitter or are you a swallower?
Listen.
I was just going to ask her what she says after she spits.
Tune into NNF.
No, sorry. Go ahead with your question, Chris. Or was
No,
it?
I seriously just wanted to know what she said after she spits. But in a totally innocent way. Because I have an answer as well.
Okay, what do you say after you spit?
Didn't you catch like last week? We're trying to have a kid.
So you can't be eating the kids. We're gonna. We'll put that in after dark.
I'm sweating. I'm sweating profusely.
Oh my God.
No, I'll keep that in. It's fine. So
Sarah is.
So Chris, what do you say after you spit? I'm sorry, Nick.
Oh my gosh, Nick doesn't let me. No, wow. So if I'm talking to someone, I spit on them, I double down, and if I spit on them and they think it's an accident, I just go and I spit on them again because it's like what you have to establish some sort of dominance in a conversation, Scott. And it's like what better way to establish dominance than just like purposely spitting on someone because they're like, oh, he accidentally spit on me. That's embarrassing. No, it's degrading if you purposely spit on them. Well, do I want to be embarrassed if I accidentally spit on someone, or do I want to feel like the alpha? So I just purposely spit again, and I just don't. I don't stop spitting until they walk away.
Like Chris is like Daffy freaking Duck. Just as
yeah. If I spit once, I just purposely I start slurring, and I like my vocabulary just turns to a lot of sh and t's and stuff, and like very hard consonants, and I just do it as much as possible because at that point,
did you say continents?
Consonants.
Okay.
With an S.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm from New Jersey.
Flashback to Remy's Roundtable. Sorry.
So yeah, because you have to double down on it. Like you can double down and be a coward like yourself the other day, or you could double down and be an alpha and just keep spitting.
Yeah, I spit. You saw it.
Yeah, I mean, like, listen, like you have to just double down. I don't say sorry. Or like the worst I've ever gotten to apologize, or the closest I've ever gotten to apologizing was like I'd say like, thank you, and I'd spit by saying thank you, and then like the spit lands on them, and then I just look at them straight in the face and I say, I just spit on you. I don't say, oh, sorry. I just say, yeah, that was me. Look at me.
You're welcome.
Look at me.
I'm the captain.
I'm the captain now.
So
you're welcome.
So Chris, unfortunately, I wish that this was the only time that this happened this week, but it wasn't. Same day. I'm having like a one-on-one with one of our new managers.
Hot. That's hot. You're spitting all over your manager.
Well, so it's one of our new managers, and I'm like, just have it like just talking a little bit development, career aspirations, yada yada yada. And I spit, and instead of saying I'm sorry, I said, didn't know you were going to be sitting in the splash zone today, did you?
No, you did not.
Mm-hmm.
No, you did not. Oh my! At that point, you'd have to spit on them again.
I am no longer interested in the leadership role.
Wow. So that's like Wow, that's almost as bad as saying as like what you demonize as saying, "Oh, can I get you anything else?" "Oh yeah, I'd like $1 million." Like that's one of those
Right.
comments.
No,
Scott.
exactly. You're absolutely 100% right.
Wow.
So
That
Why did
is
you
the
not?
worst, though.
it's terrible. I hate that. I hate that.
Or nothing left on the plate, and then no, I hated it.
Yeah.
Can you box up this one crumb? Oh God, terrible.
There's like stuff that happens that like shouldn't be embarrassing, but it is. Like when you go to shake someone's hand, you grab their wrist on accident.
Oh
You know what I
God!
mean?
Or
Like
they
it's
do the
like
fist bump, but you've got the hand out, and then you both
Right,
switch.
right.
yes.
It's
Do you know-
that day and age.
Yes.
That
Do you know what I-
you know.
Do you know what I used to say? I was just thinking about this the other day. So I used to work at a jewelry store in a very African American populated area. So they would reach in to dap me up. Do you know what that means, Scott?
Dap you up? Did they buy you dinner
Oh
first?
gosh. Let me. So they go into like give me like a handshake type thing, like an embracive like high five handshake type deal.
And they bring you in for the hug?
Yes,
Okay.
that's a dap. Yeah, it's like dapping someone up. Yes. So
Got a
just little
word.
New Jersey slang, I guess. I
Really,
don't know.
really funny
So-
with that real quick. Sorry. So I guess I was dapping it up with Lewis today, but I didn't get
Yeah.
my arm around his back. And I shook his hand and we went in for the hug, but for some reason my arm got stuck and then my arm was in between the two of us. So I had two arms between the two of us. It's really-
So I would give someone like a good deal on a jewelry or something, and they'd feel obliged to dap me up, and I would totally mess up. I would just totally mess up the dap. I would like the dap was just totally ruined, and my first response was, "I'm so sorry, I'm white." And I just thought about that the other day. I was like, "Oh my gosh, like how did I not get shot?"
Well,
This was
What's the difference between
Was
me?
it like intimidating?
it was I was very intimidated, yeah, because like you want the perfect dap. Like
Right. They expect a level of,
dapness, yeah. So
excellence, right.
yeah, so like you go in for the dap and you curl the hand, you give a little hand hug type thing. There's all these different kinds of daps, and you never know what kind of dap you're going to get. So you have to kind of guess, and you have like a 33% chance of getting the right dap. So what you usually do, dap etiquette, is like you do a quick dap and a hug, like a quick just little high five dap thing, and you hug her, you put the arm around. So it's like it's like you respect, but then you have these people that really have these sophisticated daps, and you put the hand in and you curl the hand. You do, like I said, you do the hand hug, almost like a for people who can't see. It's like when you're thumb wrestling somebody. Like there's that kind of dap, and then there's like a hand holding dap. There's a lot of different dap that's very intimidating. So yes, my first thing would just say, yeah, sorry, I'm white, and they usually would they'd understand. I mean, I didn't have to tell them, but just me acknowledging my whiteness was forgiving for them. But yeah, I would put that up there with spitting on people with things that are embarrassing. You got the wrong dap. You got the handshake when your hands are sweaty. I always like when I know that I'm going to shake someone's hand, I start drying off my hand 5 minutes before the handshake.
Yeah,
and it still never works.
Chris,
It still never works.
The worst.
Continuously.
Yes.
Yeah.
The worst thing with the handshake is when you go in for a firm handshake and for some reason the coordination is not there and you both like dead fish. And it's like, what was that?
Yeah, and when you have small hands like myself, like you usually get like a couple fingers sometimes, and that's like degrading. But then I just squeeze the shit out of the fingers. So like I'm small, but I'll give you a firm handshake anyway, sir. Like, I'm gonna shake the shit out of your hand. I'm just kidding. I don't work. I don't have to close any deals. Like there's no handshaking in my life. My handshakes are strictly with my dog. There's no handshaking going on.
And you can't handshake because of your little arms. In fact, related, I loved your work in Jurassic Park 3.
I'm sad. This is why I go to the gym.
But now you're going to go to the arm extender doctor. You guys ready?
Yeah, I actually before we go to Jersey Man, Florida Man, I saw that somebody did get a surgery that was excruciating that made him grow 5 inches. So if you're interested in joining our Patreon, please go to nonewfriendspodcast.com and join our Patreon, and maybe you can contribute towards a surgery for one of us. I won't say who, for growth.
Are you guys ready to play Jersey Man, Florida Man?
Always.
Yes.
We've been doing this now for like 10 weeks or more. This is not a rhetorical question.
I know. Well, listen, just stop asking us. We're going to do it anyway. Even if I said no, you're still going to play it.
That's true.
I always respond.
Yes, you do.
I know, because you're new. Because you're new.
Well,
It's gonna wear
I'm a
off
people
soon.
pleaser, I guess.
It's gonna.
Whether flipping a fan boat or crashing a truck, these states are filled with people who suck. So it's time for us to play New Jersey Man versus Florida Man.
Every week, Ryan brings us 2 news stories. One is from Florida, one is from Jersey. It is up to us to decide which one is which. Take it away, Ryan.
Hey guys, this is Ryan, back again as I'm filling in for Ryan while he's on vacation this week. And I'm coming to you from the No New Friends newsroom, which is located this week at a Chinese buffet. Just kidding, those things aren't real. Actually, the newsroom is located at an RV in the desert near Albuquerque, New Mexico. After Scott pulled a post-Deflategate Bill Belichick last week and decided he was a scientist with no credentials, I decided to pay a visit to my high school chemistry teacher, who's recently been traveling in this RV to get a little alone time. I guess he's not back yet, but it does look like he set up some cool kitchen. Let me see if I can find any notes about peeing in the pool. Here's some notes about trying to be a better father. Based on Chris's week of bachelorhood, my old teacher Walt certainly hasn't hit the lowest low possible. Here's the to-do list. Looks like download a period tracker app is crossed off. Hopefully the Glitter Army doesn't come after Mr. White on that one. Over here, there are some receipts. Why are all these shipments addressed to Mary? Hold on, Walt isn't making drugs, right? Walt, so good to see you. Seems like you're bald now. Looks way better on you than some other people I know. You've lost a lot of weight as well.
I have cancer.
Oh. Well, at least I know Scott doesn't have cancer now. So, Walt, I wanted to get your opinion on... Is there an engine revving behind us? That car's about to ram us. We need to get out of here. Alright, everyone, so apparently now we're being chased. It's pretty scary, but at least it's more fun than Chris's conspiracy corner. Oh my god, I think we're about to hit that guy. Whoa, who the hell is chasing us? How many bald guys are there out here? Wait a minute, I think that's another bald large guy. Pull over by this cactus here. Now, I bet you all at home think I'm gonna make a Scott joke here. Hey, look, it's Scott! Walt, this is the guy who thinks it's okay to pee in pools.
Actually, this is stupid.
Yeah, Scott said that pee becomes colorless when it hits the chlorine. I guess he thinks that if there's carbon monoxide in the air, that's okay too, because you can't see it. Urine mixed with pool chemicals can become hazardous in large quantities and dilute the germ-killing abilities of chlorine. At least it won't create a dangerous gas, so Sarah can use the pool shower safely.
Oh.
Anyway, Scott, why were you chasing us?
It's gonna blow his mind.
Okay, so while these two work things out, I'm gonna hide over here in this ditch so that we can get into this week's Jersey Man or Florida Man. In our first story, a man was arrested for destroying cars in a hospital parking lot with a machete. And in our second story, a man robbed a liquor store while dressed as Spider-Man.
Wow. First of all, amazing job,
Great job, Ryan. Very, very, very good job.
That was beautiful.
Okay, so what do we think? Sarah, let's go with you.
I'm going to say the second story, robbing a liquor store dressed as Spider-Man, is Florida because, quite honestly, Spider-Man is my favorite superhero, and I would do that for some mimosas.
So it could have been you.
So let's just go with it.
All right. Chris, what do you think?
I'm going to say machete is Florida because we don't have machetes up here. We have like pocket knives.
Switchblades.
Yeah, switchblades, pocket knives, guns.
Right.
But not like your guns.
No, not our guns. No. I'm going to agree with you, Chris. I think that machete screams Florida to me, whereas robbing a liquor store in a Spider-Man outfit seems Jersey to me.
Yes.
All right, let's find out the answers.
And our first story was from New Jersey, where a 53-year-old man was witnessed by cops as he damaged multiple cars with a full machete. He was charged with felony criminal mischief, which is honestly what I sometimes feel listening to this segment. That means that our second story is from Florida, where a man robbed a Winn-Dixie store and stole $150 in liquor and $420 in cigarettes. I'd ask Sarah if she's going to enjoy the holiday associated with that number tomorrow, but April 20th is also Hitler's birthday.
Oh.
And in other news, a 13-year-old boy got stuck inside a claw machine after he crawled in attempting to take a prize. have inside knowledge that, in fact, officials thought it was a 13-year-old boy when it was, in fact, Chris. I guess he misjudged the effectiveness of his exercise plan. Hopefully he realizes that he's misjudged the effectiveness of his man bun next. Anyways, that's all for me, and you'll have your regularly scheduled Ryan back with you next week.
Oh, great job.
Man.
Great job.
Listen,
First of all, what'd you use for a microphone, too?
He got a new microphone.
Oh, jeez, the dedication. Go ahead, Sarah.
my first job was a Winn-Dixie.
So was mine.
Not to put that out there, but
The dog?
really?
Yeah, my first job was Winn-Dixie. I was
Oh.
bagging groceries at Winn-Dixie.
I was a cashier. See, but he robbed a Winn-Dixie, so, I'm just saying, I'm putting multiple pieces together.
Scott, it's really hard for me to figure out whether you applied to Winn-Dixie because you thought it was the dog or just because it was a supermarket and you love food.
I was 15. I had a 6-pack and I just needed a job. And not a 6-pack of beer.
Beer?
No. I had the 6-pack anyway.
Wow.
Chris, you got any cliff notes for us?
I have 1 or 2 or 3 or 4.
Okay.
It's been quite the show. A lot of stuff's happened, so nothing can stop this little boy from recapping the day the Chris's Cliff's Notes way.
I don't have that many today, but it's quantity over quality. I mean, wait, it's quality over quantity. Yeah.
That's what I preach.
I was gonna. I know it's gonna be 50% right on the quantity over quality thing. So okay. Anyway, today I talked about how I got peer pressured into going to the gym. What I didn't talk about is how I was peer pressured to never go back by the voices in my head. Now, unrelated, I did stop taking my medicine. So Sarah visited Scott at work, and Scott tried to recruit her to work there, telling her that servers actually make more than leadership. So Scott, why don't you become a server? Step down.
I don't want to have to work that hard.
Oh. Oh, shit.
The sophisticated gentleman on his voicemail with us talked about how Scott reminded him of Grimace. He also talked about how Grimace disappears in the presence of the song Black Betty. Scott also disappears in the presence of anything black.
Wow. Oh, my cat's black.
And lastly, if you haven't noticed, we got rid of the adulting tip of the week. This lasted about, 3 weeks. Turns out the best tip we got from that segment was to stop the fucking segment. And those are my cliff notes.
Bravo. Nice job.
It's been quite the show. A lot of stuff's happened, so nothing can stop this little boy from recapping the day the Chris's Cliff's Notes way.
And listen, you can hear my rebuttal to Chris's Cliff Notes called Scott Summaries at the end of NNF After Dark, where it's pretty much the roast of Chris.
And they're very, very good.
Yeah.
I look forward to them every week. Especially especially during our mental health episode when I'm thinking, how the hell is Scott going to make fun of me this week? He did.
That was a good one. Yeah.
One little spark of inspiration is at the heart of all creation. Right at the start of everything that's new. One little spark.
Hey, it's Alex from Diz His. You know me, you know Joe, you definitely know Chris, and you know Jen. Well, we're the hosts of Diz His, the Disney History Podcast. Every week we take one Disney subject and go over the history, as well as our insight on the subject. We talk about other Disney topics, as well as what's new in the news. You can find us on all podcast platforms, or go to our website, dizhiz.com. That's DIZHIZ.com. And we're on all social media at DizHiz65.
Chris, what do you got going on Diz Hiz this week?
Nick showed me his nuts.
What?
You know what?
Nuts.
I'm not even starting off with. Before I get into. Nick showed me his nuts. I was taken back by it a little bit. I wasn't really. I woke up one morning. It was just a picture of nuts. It was like from Nick. I was like, Nick, like, what is this? He's from Ohio, so I guess that's normal to wake up with a picture of nuts from Ohio. Now, like the mascots at our school around here, look totally different. But the mascot for Ohio is nuts is a little different looking, the Buckeye. I hope you didn't think he sent me a picture of his ball sack.
But I'm sure it's a nicely shaven ball sack.
There, the Buckeye, which he sent me a picture of, is a poisonous nut.
Oh.
But getting to know Nick, I found out that his nut is way more welcoming and not poisonous like the connotation that it usually gets. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that if you want to see Nick's nuts, not Nick's nuts, I'm sorry. If you want Nick to send you a picture of his nuts, wait, no. If you want Nick to just book you a vacation, reach out to sandpipervacations.com. And if you're lucky enough, maybe he will send you a picture of nuts. Now, Ryan's in chat right now. Please enlighten me. So Nick actually sent me this to say during a thing. Is Nuts really the name of the Ohio State mascot?
I thought it was Bucky.
Because as soon as he sent me, because as soon as I said he showed me a picture of his nuts, Ryan in chat sent a picture. It's Brutus. Okay, so I have no idea why. Nick just messaged me and goes, say that you sent I sent you a picture of my nuts. He said, tell them I sent you a picture of my nuts. Maybe he's trolling me. I have no idea. But he told me that Nuts is the name of the Ohio State mascot. And
listen, if you don't use Sandpiper Vacations and tell them that the No New Friends podcast sent you to book your vacation, then you're nuts.
Oh, and you're dead to me.
Wow.
We don't forget that.
Remember, you're homophobe
dead
too,
to me.
and you violated the Hate Crime Act of 1990.
Of 1776. Maybe it was tolerated back then. I don't know. So a lot of bad things were tolerated back then. a lot of bad things. But it's 2023 now, so grow up. Grow up. Listen, the Confederacy lost, okay? This is America, not the Confederate States of America. Jefferson Davis. Okay, so anyway. So this week on Diz His, we did something I don't give a shit about. Seriously, actually. We'll keep that in. We'll just bleep that shit out. We did a stage show. I don't like the stage shows, man. When I go to Disney, I go there for the food. I go there for the rides. I don't go for stage shows. I am not getting caught in the Florida heat watching someone who claims they're Rapunzel lip syncing to a song. Like, that's not me. What about you? Do you like those things?
When I was a kid,
you probably
yes.
do. You probably do. Nah, you probably love them. You love them.
Scott seemed triggered a little bit.
Scott loves them.
Anytime that the princesses are in it, I love it.
See. So I'm not a fan of the stage shows. I could watch a video of it and get the same exact effect, to be honest with you.
I've never been to one, actually.
It's because you're having sex in the bathrooms.
Well, priorities.
Like, oh, all these people are sitting out here. This family restroom is finally open. So if you want to hear the history of that, tune into Diz His this week. But most importantly, don't forget to book your vacation through sandpipervacations.com. It's just so stupid. I was just talking to my parents about this the other day because we're getting ready for this Alaska trip, and by getting ready, I'm getting mentally ready because it's in July, and it's like why would anybody want to plan a vacation by themselves when Nick's just going to do it for you for free? It's just ridiculous. Like I say this all the time because, we like to, talk about his services, but like I experienced them firsthand. I will never book a vacation ever again by myself. It's just stupid. If you don't, like we said, you hate gay people, but you're also just dumb.
All right. You can, you can check out Diz His 65 on all social media. That's dizhis.com. We've got a bunch of other great podcasts to tell you about. Black Lincoln Collective podcast. Check them out. Ashes to Awesome podcast. That's hosted by Chuck LaFlange. It's all about recovering from addiction. We've got Don't Wreck Yourself with Don't Wreck Yourself Ryan. They take on the Gordian knot. That is the internet's BS. And the things that are wrecking the internet. Is super, super fun show. Don't forget to check out Mary's dad's show, A Mental Health Moment. We've got Big Beautiful Diz, the YouTube channel. We've got Studio 21, the baseball podcast. The Podfather himself, Remy's Roundtable. And Sarah, what does Lewis have coming up on Nerd Archive?
Oh, the Nerd Archive has Star Wars and the finale of The Mandalorian, along with some Star Wars theories mixed in. So they'll be talking about that this week.
That's awesome. Yeah, check out Nerd Archive Podcast, streaming on all podcasting platforms. Don't forget to check out No New Friends, or NNF After Dark. That's every Wednesday night. We're going to have a really, really good one for you coming up this Wednesday. So you're not going to want to miss that one. And also, you can connect with us on all of our social media. Check out our sweet merchandise, join our Patreon, and become a friend with benefits. You can watch us as we record these things live. Just go to our website, knowyourfriendspodcast.com. Also, please vote for us. Nominate us for Orlando Weekly's Best of Orlando competition under the category Local Notables, Best Local Podcast. That's vote.orlandoweekly.com. Don't forget to vote for Mary Reedy for Biggest Big Shot. That's not a politician. And NNF Sarah, Ladies Edition for OnlyFans. I don't know what we're calling it. Someone was supposed to remind me of that. On behalf of the Sophisticated Gentleman, Alex, Game Master Ryan, Sarah, Chris, Mary, I'm Scott. Thank you so much for listening. We'll see you next time.
Okay, bye.